The Daytona 500 is a 500-mile-long NASCAR Cup Series motor race held annually at Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. It is the first of two Cup races held every year at Daytona, the second being the Coke 0400, and one of three held in Florida, with the annual Spring Showdown Dixie Vodka 400 being held at Homestead south of Miami. From 1988 to 2019, it was one of the four restrictor plate races on the Cup schedule. The inaugural Daytona 500 was held in 1959, coinciding with the opening of the speedway, and since 1982, it has been the season opening race of the Cup Series. The Daytona 500 is regarded as the most important and prestigious race on the NASCAR calendar, carrying by far the largest purse. Championship points awarded are equal to that of any other NASCAR Cup Series race. It is also the series' first race of the year. This phenomenon is unique in sports, which tend to have championships or other major events at the end of the season rather than the start. Since 1995, U.S. television ratings for the Daytona 500 have been the highest for any auto race of the year, surpassing the traditional leader, the Indianapolis 500, which in turn greatly surpasses the Daytona 500 in track attendance and international viewing. The 2006 Daytona 500 attracted the sixth largest average live global TV audience of any sporting event that year, with 20 million viewers. The race serves as the final event of Speedweeks and is also known as the Great American Race, or the Super Bowl of stock car racing. Since its inception, the race has been held in mid to late February, from 1971 to 2011, and again since 2018. The event has been associated with President's Day weekend, taking place on the Sunday before the third Monday in February. On 8 occasions, the race has been run on Valentine's Day. Since 1997, the winner of the Daytona 500 has been presented with the Hull J. Earl Trophy in Victory Lane, and the winning car is displayed in race-winning condition for 1 year at Daytona 500 Experience, a museum and gallery adjacent to Daytona International Speedway. Michael McDowell is the defending winner of the Daytona 500, having won it in 2021. The race is the direct successor of shorter races held on the Daytona Beach road course. This long square was partially on the sand and also on the highway near the beach. Earlier events featured 200-mile races with stock cars. A 500-mile stock car race was held at Daytona International Speedway in 1959. It was the second 500-mile NASCAR race, following the annual Southern 500, and has been held every year since. By 1961, it began to be referred to as the Daytona 500, by which it is still commonly known. Daytona International Speedway is 2.5 miles when stage racing was introduced. In 2020, they revised the rule in which a race is considered official at either halfway or the conclusion of Stage 2. It took 2 attempts to finish the race in 2010, 2011, and 2020. The 2020 running is the longest Daytona 500 contested, lasting 209 laps, 522.5 miles. The qualifying procedure is unique for the Daytona 500. Some teams must race their way into the Daytona 500 field. The first row is set by a timed round of qualifying, held 1 week before the race from 1969 to 2004, and 150 miles with 2-lap overtime, if necessary. Beginning in 2005, the top 2 drivers from the qualifying races who were not in the top 35 in owner points were given spots on the field, and the rest of the field was set by the finishing order of the duels, with guaranteed spots to those in the top 35. The remaining spots, 40 to 43, were filled by top qualifying times of those not already in the field from the qualifying race. If there was a previous NASCAR champion without a spot, he would get one of those 4 spots. Otherwise, the 4th fastest car was added to the field. Prior to 2005 and beginning again in 2013 after the top 2 cars were set, the top 14 cars in the qualifying races advance to the field, and then between 6 fastest cars which do not advance from the qualifying race are added. Then cars in the top 35 in owner points not locked into the race. And then the driver with the championship provisional. Except for 1985 when no such car was eligible for a provisional starting spot. The only time that happened in the Daytona 500 from when the provisional was added in 1976 through 2004. The Daytona 500 was the first 500-mile auto race to be televised live flag to flag on network television when CBS aired it in 1979, continuing to air until 2000. From 2001 to 2006, the race alternated between Fox and NBC under the terms of a 6-year, $2.48 billion NASCAR television contract, with Fox broadcasting the Daytona 500 in odd-numbered years and the Pepsi 400 in even-numbered years and NBC broadcasting the opposite race in that year. In 2005, a new television contract was signed, which made Fox the sole broadcaster of the Daytona 500 for 8 years. From 2007 to 2014. In 2013, 10 more